Hey everybody, good afternoon, happy Tuesday. I am here drinking my afternoon caffeine. Um, after I do much better if I only have a little bit of caffeine in the afternoon. So like I tend to use cacao and I mix it with some hot water and some collagen and a little stevia to make it sweet. So it's like my afternoon treat, pick me up. I'm just gonna chat a little bit while I'm waiting to see if anybody's on and can join. I decided to do this like random, spontaneous live art show today. So I've done one before in which I promoted and advertised. This one's gonna be a little bit different. So if you've been following me for a while, you know that I've switched to purely abstract right now. But in the past, I've done sort of some elements still of abstract, but a little bit more representational and a lot of work with messages, inspirational messages. And I worked with a company who licensed my work called Paper Salt, and we made like this sort of affirmation deck. And in order to make the affirmation deck, clearly I had to create some images. So I made paintings for it, and I have quite a bit of work just from over the years that when you've been painting for a while and you're prolific, the art just kind of builds up. And so I'd like to do these bargain basement sales every once in a while and just throw them in and offer you a huge discount so that I can clear some space in my home and also just make room for new ideas and creativity to come in. So this first one, I'm dragging out some of the pieces that I made for this affirmation deck. So getting back to that. And I'm going to go through a few of these pieces and I'm going to tell you the size. We're going to talk a little bit about the message in the work. I'm going to tell you what I would normally list it for. And then I'm going to tell you a range of what I would take. Okay. So if you love one of these pieces and you want them to be yours and you want it at this price, you need to DM me, direct message me your offer. From there, I will send you an invoice and probably a PayPal invoice, and we'll get it all worked out. The prices they give you are including shipping for the US only. If you're outside the US, you can still get this amazing price, but you will have to pay for shipping. So still DM me with your offer, and then I will find out a shipping price for you, and we can decide if it's a go or not. Okay. So without further ado, I'm gonna take one more sip, and then I'm gonna go ahead and get started. So, this first image, hey Stay Artsy, welcome. So this first image here is on an 11 by 14 inch aqua board. So if you're not familiar with aqua board, it really absorbs the color very nicely. The color shows up super vibrant. I haven't painted on a surface where the color shows up this vibrant ever. It's wonderful because you can just sort of lean it against something, or you can pop it into a frame without the glass. because I wouldn't use the glass because then you'll miss out on it being an original and all the different texture and whatnot. And the message here is trust in the invisible architecture of the universe. So it's just referring to the unknown, right? So like sometimes we have questions about why things are happening, what we would like to happen instead, and we get into this tight state where we want to control everything. And this is just encouraging you to know that there is an invisible architecture, and we can trust in that. We can trust in that. And when we let go of trying to control and trying to force and trying to figure out outcomes, then we'll just be led. We'll be led to the next right thing. Okay, so this one would normally go for 154, okay? And I will take anywhere from like, let's say $65 to $80, okay? And again, that includes shipping for the US. Outside the US, you'll have to pay for shipping. So if you want this piece, then you need to DM me with your offer, okay? And I will invoice you. There we go. So that's number one. Trust in the invisible architecture of the universe. So number one, we'll refer to that as number one in the DMs. The second piece I have, I'm pulling out of my basement, quote basement, really is just a closet, is this girl. And again, she is on that aqua board panel as well. Super easy to pop into a frame or just lean on a shelf against a wall. And her message that she's bringing us is trust your inner guru. And this is just reminding you to go inside for the answers, because there's a lot of external information out there, a lot of people telling us what we should and shouldn't do. And we need to go inside and check inside for the answers, because there's just way too many options, right? They can't all be right for us. So only we know. Right. And this as well, we go for 154, and I will take between 65 and 80. This is number 2. I'm going to repeat this every time, but free shipping in the US. Okay. DM me with your offer. Number 3, Trace. Walk through open doors. I love this one. I really, really, truly love this message, because so much of our energy is wasted on trying to break down doors, to go against what's resisting us, force what's not working. And instead, we can just walk through the open doors, because the open doors are our divine guidance. It is the invisible architecture of the universe talking to us, and it becomes super simple and easy. But we're trained to think that anything good, anything we really want, has to be super hard, right? So this message really reminds us that it can be pretty easy. 11 by 14 aqua board panel as well. Right, this is a lot of layers, watered down acrylic. You can see that there's some gold leafing on there, paint pens. And she as well would normally go for 154. Today I am going to take your best offer between $65 and $80, including shipping for the US. Outside the US, you will need to pay for shipping. So that was number 3. And hi, Art Fusion Studio. Welcome. moving on to number 4. She is one of my favorites, if not my favorite girl. And her message is call in what you desire. So often we're afraid to ask for what we really, really want in this life. I think it has to do something with our upbringing, or maybe some religious upbringing, right? Like we become afraid of our desires. Like we're too greedy if we desire more, or whatever nonsense narrative we have in our head, right? And so when we can look past that and we can look at our desires as like divine intervention, or divine guidance, then we can just sit in that and call it in without shame, without apology. Just call in what we desire and then hold that vibration. So I'm talking quantum physics here, right? But hold that vibration so that it can come to us, so that we become an energetic match. But if we are not asking for what we really want, it cannot find us. Okay, 11 by 14 aqua board panel as well. Let me just show you all this. Again, it can be framed. I don't recommend putting glass, you'll lose the texture. And she's got some gold leafing on there too, and some bits of paper. Okay, so that is, number 4. Normally 154. So these are all the same price because they're the same size, and that's how I calculate. So 154 normal price. DM me with your best offer. Between $65 and $80 is what I will accept, including shipping in the US. Next, we've kind of all heard this quote. I don't really even know where it came from, right? But feel the fear and do it anyway. A lot of people say this. What does it really mean? Well, it's just referring to sometimes our fear is legit, right? Like if we're in danger of like a wild animal, like that fear is legit. But a lot of the time, our fear is really unfounded, and it's like our subconscious mind protecting us, right, from being crushed or hurt or anything like that. So this message is telling you that, feel the fear, acknowledge it, but then do it anyway. And this is again on that aqua board panel. It also has the gold leafing. Okay, I call these like my message goddesses. And I would normally take 100, and it would normally be priced at 154. Hi, JR Farmer. And today for this bargain basement sale, like I took out all my old stuff and looking to just clear some space. So I will take between $65 and $80. And just go ahead. If this is one that you have to have, please DM me with your best offer. Next, moving on. So that was number 5. So you can reference 5 in your DM. Okay, number 6. Listen to the quiet voice, right? So sometimes the supposed to's, the voices of everybody outside of ourselves are really loud. And we're not used to listening to our intuition. And so it becomes, it's like the quieter voice inside of us. And this message is reminding you to listen to that voice, right? To give that some time, some face time. Again, super easy panel, prop up or frame. Same thing, it's an 11 by 14, just like the other one. So I will take $65 to $80. DM me with your offer. Okay. Hi, Glam Beauty. This next one is number 6. Okay. We got the little owl here. So cute. And the message is, the magic lies here in the present moment. I'm gonna just let that sink in for a moment. So sometimes we're just so far ahead of ourselves. We're thinking about the past, or we're thinking about the future. We're waiting for this like magic to come in and to come into our lives and hit us over the head. When all it takes is just becoming present, still, feeling, and then you start to see that the magic is literally all around you in any given moment. Aqua board panel. Again, we have some gold leafing. Lots of little embellishments on here. Here we go. Because this is my bargain basement sale, and if you're just jumping on, these images were from a series I created for a company called Paper Salt that made an affirmation deck out of them. So I'm selling the originals for a really, really, really discounted price, okay? We will accept $65 to $80, including shipping for the US. DM me with your best offer. That was number 7. Number 7. So you can say, I want number 7. Okay. Next, second to last for today. I'm just going to do a couple each time I do this. Nothing worthwhile is easy, right? So anything worthwhile is going to take some dedication. It's not going to be instantaneous, right? So if we know that ahead of time, it can ease a lot of the pain and frustration. We have a little butterfly and some botanicals all along here and here. Let's see, do we have gold leaf? Yeah, this is definitely a big gold leaf phase of mine. So you can see the little bit of gold leaf embellishments. This too was on this aqua board panel. I just love working on it. Soaks in the color so well. Just so beautiful. Hi, Monique. And this too, just like the other one, so this is number 8. And it is an 11 by 14 as well. And so normally $154, taking anywhere from $65 to $80. I'm just looking to clear out some space here. So DM me with your best offer. I said that was number 8, right? I think. Okay. Let me just double check. Yeah, number 8. And I'm on to my last one for today. This one is the only one of this size that I'm showing today, and this is a 20 by 16. She is sort of the queen of the series, and her message is sit in the throne of your heart. So that is something my daughter and I try to practice a lot, really coming into the heart space and sitting there and living life from there. there, right? From that openness, from love, from kindness, from patience, like all of those superpowers, right, reside in the heart. So when we sit in the throne of our heart, right, we make decisions from, in my eyes, from our highest self. This one was done in multiple layers. You can see that I utilize the negative space to create hair, right? So this was like sort of the colors, the washes were the first layer, and then I went and added in the dark to create negative space and to show you the hair. Also, if we get up close, you can see this is definitely mixed media, so it has these collage elements on it, paper that were actually made by me. And I did a resist technique over them, right? So just layering water soluble items, mediums over oil. Let me just give you a close up of her eyes because I really love them. And the inspiration for this is, I think a lot of us grow up feeling like we can't live in our hearts, that will make us weak. And so we become hardened in that area and tighter in that area. And what I've come to realize is that the more I sit in my heart, the more of a queen I feel like, right? Because I'm confident, I'm okay. I know that if I get hurt, right, I'm okay, I'm strong, and I'll get through that. And that is not going to force me to close down my heart. So nothing or no one will ever force my heart to harden and close, right? I'm always coming from that space. So here we go. That was the 20 by 16. I'm finishing with today this bargain basement sale. And normally something like this would be $320. Today, I'm going to accept $120 to $150. So this is like sort of a bid. And if you decide that you want any of these pieces after you watch this video, please do not put your offer in the chat because they will disappear and I will not see them. So I need you to direct message me your best offer. And I gave you the price range of what I would accept. Those price ranges for all of the pieces are including shipping if you're in the US. If you're outside the US, you will get it at that price, but you will need to pay for shipping. And I can get you a price quote on that. So thank you all for joining me today on this surprise bargain basement sale, aka closet sale. And I'm hoping to do a few more of these scattered throughout the year while I'm just trying to like move some inventory and make space for more creativity, more art. Have a lovely Tuesday, and I'll see you on Instagram. I'm sure I'll see you around. Thanks. Bye.